I was neighborhood Crip, one of the biggest Crip cartels in America.
How'd your mom react to that arrest?
It's easy to die, and it's just so simple to the point where the most cowardice person could just pull a trigger and kill you.
Why do you think death was always a proponent for you getting into trouble?
Like, my first experience really like in prison, so I'm like, yo, I'm in prison, like I'm downstate now. It's just like, this is what all the stories I've been hearing from people that went to prison before, and they was telling me the stories, everything is starting to add up.
Jahquan Allah caught his first gun charge at 16 and spent years in and out of New Jersey prisons as a Crip. From growing up in poverty to surviving the system and walking free in 2023, his story is raw, real, and all about redemption. Flash, welcome to Locked In. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Man, thank you for having me, man. We locked in.
Yeah, you and the crew drove from New Jersey to be here today.
Yeah, man. I had to get here, you know. My cousin, when I was in the halfway house, my cousin had sent this to me. It was like, yo, man, check this out. Ian Bick, bro. Interview people coming home, you know, officers, people telling their stories and stuff. So I was like, oh, all right. I jumped on the page and I was looking. I'm like, yo, I got to get on here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a story to tell, like, you know what I'm saying, coming from where I come from. So I was like, and everything that I've been through as far as incarceration. So I was like, yo, I got to get on here. So like my second day home, I sent the email out. I didn't get nothing back. So I'm like, oh, all right, you know, just waited patiently. Then like one day I checked my emails and I was like, oh, they wrote me back. Yo, they hit me with like information, contact information. So I was like, all right, it's lit, yo. And you know, I've been ready ever since. So man, nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah, you too, bro. I mean, it's a podcast for just like the average, ordinary people, you know? So you don't have to be a celebrity to be on the show, which is the coolest part. We just have so many requests, but we'll get to everyone eventually.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
It's easier to kind of prioritize the people that are tri-state area because it's easier to drive 2.5 hours than someone to fly, you know, across the country to be here. So, but people come from all over. It's really cool. Yeah. I had a lot of bunkmates at Fort Dix when I was there that were from Jersey.
Yeah, Fort Dix. I know a couple guys that was there also.
Yeah. So did you grow up in New Jersey?
Yeah. I grew up in New Jersey, Asbury Park to be Pacific. Born and raised, and it's a small city. Really, literally 1 square mile. Like 1 square mile, bro. Like the city is so small. Everyone is like related in some type of way. Like my dad know his dad. My dad and his dad grew up together. My mom and their mom grew up together. It's like a real small city, but it's dangerous.
And that's where you're back now?
Yeah, back in Asbury, but get ready to move out.
And you got the fitness company now, right?
Yeah.
You guys are just using the prison cell to make some prison workouts.
We shot some good content, man. Just make sure y'all stay tuned.
It's all prison bodybuilding type stuff, right? Like prison workouts?
Yeah, like calisthenics, you know, because we limited to weights. It's like certain prisons have weights, but in like DOC, like New Jersey Department of Corrections, they don't really have much weights there. Probably like Trenton where people doing like life and stuff like that, but it's really not no weights. But like I train in like calisthenic. Like I consider myself a calisthenic athlete. Yeah. And I love like push-ups, pull-ups, dips, burpees, anything with like strength training and like body weight. We dominate the body weight.
Yeah, calisthenic workouts are great. I'm getting back into doing more of those. We did like a circuit earlier with my cousin and stuff. So yeah, it's a good, I mean, you saw that little gym we built upstairs too.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah,
it's coming along.
We got to get Matty Ice beefed up, you know?
Yeah, I was checking Matty outside, man.
You always commit to working
watching,
out.
Man. Come to Flash Fitness, man. I'll get you Yingy.
Yeah. So do you have like your own space?
No, not right now. I actually be like going to like different gyms, you know, but I like link up with different clients and stuff like that, but just going along with it.
Nah, that's awesome. I love how, you know, someone uses their prison sentence to kind of convert it into a business after.
Yeah, because it was like, you know, it was mentally, it helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like working out in prison, it's like therapy. It's literally therapy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it was times where like when I was in prison, I'll call home to my mom and she'll just give me bad news. Aunt passed away, COVID. I was locked up for COVID. Cousin passed away, got killed. Friend passed away, got killed. And it's like, dang. So I got nothing to really like, you know, let that frustration out. That like, you know what I'm saying? So my scapegoat is to work out because it make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't see it like physically, knowing that this person not here anymore, but mentally, it'll take me to another level. So that's what like fitness really does for me. Like it changed my life in so many ways. I feel good when I work out. I feel like I'm at peace.
What was your upbringing like?
Growing up, it was like, you know, in the poverty, you know what I'm saying? Growing up with my mom, my dad was incarcerated. Like first time, like when I was growing up, my dad was incarcerated. He didn't come home till I was about 10 years old. And it was just me and my mom, single mother, going from, you know, family house to family house. We was homeless at one point, from hotel to motel, stuff like that. And, you know, family took us in. My dad ended up coming home, and, you know, we just brought the family back together.
No siblings at all?
I have a little sister.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 21 years old. I'm 31. I have a little sister, but I'm really like, you know, I'm the baby boy.
Oh, so
like,
those first 10 years it was just you.
Yeah, it was just me, and then she ended up coming along after a while. So I grew up like being spoiled, but then like when I got to like as I got older and like I started getting into the streets more, you know what I'm saying? I was looking for like that guidance from the streets, you know what I'm saying? Because my father wasn't there. So I was kind of like looking for that guidance, just trying to like figure it out on my own, you know what I'm saying? Because there's only so much that my mother really could do, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the mother nurtured, she made sure she did what she had to do, but I chose like the street criminal gang lifestyle at a young age.
What was your dad in prison for?
He was in prison for like robbery, gun charges. My dad, he's very well known in the city of Asbury Park. He's very well respected. My dad been home for about, I'll say, 19 years now, probably almost about 20 years going on. Came home, he told me, man, this is one thing he told me. He said when he came home, he told himself that he was breaking the rearview mirror. And at that moment, I didn't understand what he was saying. He said he broke the rearview mirror, meaning he's not looking back. And I was like, wow, it's no need to look back. You know what I'm saying? Because when you release, it's easy to get back in. You know what I'm saying? It's always easy to get back in. All it takes is one slip up, especially when you're a felon. And you have a jacket and you have a record, they're going to hold you. You're going to be detained. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, it was like, yo, all right, so my dad said he broke the rearview mirror. And that was one of the things that really stuck with me. I was like, wow, I got to break the rearview mirror. It's time to change the narrative this time around, because I just came home from doing 4.5 years and then came home for 6 months, then went back for 6 years. So 10 years of my life was just like going in a flash, like literally, you know what I'm saying? So I had to really like go through it to really like understand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why do you think what he said didn't resonate with you when you were 10 years old, when he came home?
Because I still felt like I knew it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to always feel like you know it all. Like your first bid, you like, all right, yeah, I know what to do. You'll come home and be like, yeah, I got to do this, I got to do that. But you know, you fall victim to it, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I knew it all. I felt like I had it all. I knew it all. I got back out there, had a job. I was focused. I felt like the minute I lost my job, that's when everything started crashing down. And I went back to the streets. 6 months later, I was sentenced to 6 years in prison.
How old were you when your mom told you that your dad was in jail?
I was young, and I was too young to understand. But looking back now at pictures, like my dad went to Rawway State Prison, which is one of the most violent jails back then, and also like still now to this day. But I remember seeing pictures of me inside with my dad. They used to wear like street clothes back then in prison. They was wearing street clothes that had like jewelry on, chains and rings and stuff like. And he was like posing in the yard. I'm so little. I'm like 3 years old. I'm in the yard with him with a basketball in my hand and stuff like that. Like I remember times where my mom used to take me to visit, and I didn't like really realize, but I was going to jail to actually see my dad, but I just was too young to really understand at the time, you know?
Did kids ever make fun of you for having a dad in jail?
No, they never did. Because most of the kids, they understand where we come from. Like, it's either like they dad went to jail, their uncle went to jail, or they dad simply just not in their life anymore. So it's like, they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like normal.
What does that tell you about society when you kind of listen to that out loud?
Yeah, it's reality. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where we come from, you know what I'm saying? Like in the inner neighborhood, like it's the reality, it's the normal. Like even though it's like something that's not supposed to be normal, but it's normal because like you'll ask somebody like, let's say like we in middle school and I'll be like, yo, bro, your dad coming to father night? You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And he'd be like, no, my dad in jail. It's like, oh, wow. What you locked up for? Wow, yeah, bro. So, you know, people like some fathers there and, you know, some fathers not. But I'm fortunate enough to have my dad back into my life, bro. And it means a lot to me. Like, he's really my hero. I look up to him in so many ways.
Have you been called Flash your whole life?
Yeah, to like 16, 15, 16, I named myself Flash. Just like growing up, man, in a gang lifestyle. And it stuck to me. It stuck with me. And sometimes I be trying to get away from that name. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's hard because everyone know you by that name. So it don't matter like how bad you try to detach yourself away from that name. And I'm trying to brand that name now that I opened up an LLC, the business called Flash Fitness, I tried to like step away from it a little bit, but it's like, it's just always coming back to me, but it's just who I am.
What's the connotation behind it? What's it mean? Flash.
A flash, like you see me and then you don't see me.
So you're fast, quick on the feet, or?
Yeah, you could say that. Like I'm fast. I'm very athletic. I played football, basketball, baseball. But yeah, I call myself Flash. It's like 1 minute you see me and you don't. So I'm like never staying still.
Were you passionate about sports growing up?
Yeah, I was until I got into the streets.
Why do you think sports didn't keep you away from the streets?
Because everyone that was doing sports was still in the streets. So it was like a follower thing, you know what I'm saying? And just following what your friends doing, you know what I'm saying? So like we'd go to practice and then after that, we might smoke some weed or something. Or probably just try to do something bad. So it was never like, I was never really like focused in sports. You know what I'm saying? I never was really like that focused in sports.
Do you think your mom made a good effort to keep you away from the streets?
She did. My mother did. She tried her hardest, but once I leave the house, I go out there. You know what I'm saying? And like this one particular area where we had moved at, like growing up where we had moved, is called Atkins Avenue, and which is considered Front Street. And like once I moved there, my life changed so much because like it was nothing but violence around there. And I adapt to it. I went outside into it. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of like gang culture stuff going on. So my dad wasn't around, went there, boom. And it was like, it was everything. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like this is where I belonged at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it pretty much was.
Once people started to talk about your dad and kind of explain to you who he was, did you want to follow in his footsteps?
No, not necessarily, because he was more ruthless than me after hearing the stories. Like after hearing like the older people from Asbury, like around his age, and people that like grew up under him, it was like, yo, man, your dad named Jazz? Yeah. Yo, man, he was a bad man, yo, yeah, ooh. So I'm like, oh yeah, like, and I'm taking in all these stories. I'm like, damn, yeah, nah, he was ruthless. I want nothing like him. You know what I'm saying? But like getting caught with a gun, it becomes normal. He got caught with a gun. He went down for a gun charge. I never really got into like the robbery thing, you know what I'm saying? But most of my charges consist of possession of a weapon. So like every time I end up really got locked up was like for possession of a weapon, like at like different spurts in my life.
Why do you think you're drawn to guns?
It's trying to protect yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to die, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to die, and you could just like, it's just so simple to the point where the most cowardice person can just pull a trigger and kill you. Like, and they probably don't even mean to kill you, but if the bullet land the right way, you're done. If it hit a main artery or hit you in the right spot, you're done. So the fear of seeing my friends die at a young age, I first started gangbanging in 2010. I was 16 years old. I caught my first gun charge. I seen 2 of my closer friends die. And that, like, after seeing their mothers cry, I just never wanted to see my mom cry. And my mom and their mom was friends. Like, they grew up together. So I never wanted to see my mom, like, grieve. Like, she grieved because her friends grieved, but I never wanted to see my mom cry because I died. So I always wanted to make sure I protect myself. You know what I'm saying? And I always like to, like, stay with a gun. I felt like I was always safe with a gun.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew, the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. Guys, Thanksgiving's coming up, and while everyone else is worried about stuffing the turkey, you should be thinking about stuffing with purpose, because going into the holidays without Blue Chew is like showing up to Thanksgiving dinner without pants. Technically, you could do it, but it's not going to end well for anyone. Blue Chew's tablets are like a pep talk for your downstairs. Stronger, harder, longer lasting. It's like someone gave your manhood a motivational speech and a pre-workout shake. Personally, I like to think of it as performance enhancement for gratitude season. Hey, that's a good one, right? Because nothing says thankful like giving her a reason to cancel her Pilates class the next day. Last time I took one, I swear my confidence stood up before I did. My pants looked like they were pitching a halftime show. This isn't a supplement, it's an erection resurrection. Guys, this isn't just about performance, it's about legacy. Or should I say third leg-a-cy. Give her group chat something to talk about this Thanksgiving, especially when they're back on college break. You know, when you lay it down right, they're texting about how it got up. So here's the deal. Get your first month of Blue Chew free when you use promo code LOCKEDIN at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to bluechew.com for details and safety info. And huge thanks to Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. We love you, Blue Chew. What gang were you affiliated with?
I was neighborhood Crip, and it's one of the biggest Crip cartels in America. You know what I'm saying, and I was a part of that.
What's the neighborhood aspect of it mean?
Neighborhood, take care of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's big. You know what I'm saying? It's big. It's a neighborhood in every city you go to. You know what I'm saying? So it's neighborhood.
And is that different than being a regular Crip?
No, it's not. It's not different than being a regular Crip, but they one of the originals of it. Like neighborhood is like one of the originals of it. You know what I'm saying? Then you have like other branch offs that branch off of neighborhood, and it's like one of the biggest Crip cartels. Yeah.
And how do you get or come across that? How are you introduced to it?
It was in my neighborhood already. So the section where we had moved to, it was already out there. So when I went outside, I was going to that. You know what I'm saying? And it became what it was.
Is it like the Bloods where you get put on like a send-off mission for your first time where you have to like put in work?
Yeah, I went through like a I wouldn't say parole period, but I went through like I had to wait to get put on. You don't get put on right away. You know what I'm saying? So I had to wait to get put on. I was on like probation. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you with us, but now, man, just hold on real fast until that moment come. You know what I'm saying? And then when that moment finally came, then it was like, all right, you on.
Tell us about your very first arrest.
My first arrest after my friend had got killed. My friend JJ had got killed in 2010. He died June 30th. A day before my birthday. My birthday is July 1st. I ended up getting caught with a gun July 7th, 2010. I was 16 years old, right there in that same complex, the Asbury Park Village, where I resided at. I was out there. Police came through, and they seen people out there hanging around. They jumped out. I tried to run, couldn't get away. I got caught with a gun. And this was literally like right after he just like died, like a week later.
How'd your mom react to that arrest?
She was hysterical. Like my mom, I'm her baby boy. I'm like her only son. I am her only son. So like seeing my mom cry and everything, it's just like, it makes me numb. You know what I'm saying? To the point where it's like, we was in the interrogation room and they was talking to me. I'm 16 at the time, and you know, they cannot talk to you without your parent in the room present. And at the time where I'm in the room, and she like crying, boo-hoo crying. Tell him where you got it from. Tell him where you got it from. I didn't raise you like this. I didn't raise you like this. Like, and I'm like, but I hear her, but I toned her out. Like, I just toned her out. Like, and I wasn't saying nothing like take me to jail. Like at this point, like, cause I was so hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just so hard. Like, I'm hearing her crying, but I toned her out. You know what I'm saying? And she's trying to convince me to like, to like let it be known, and I'm like, nah, mom, like I'm all right, like everything good, I love you, like, and they took me to Juvenile.
Do you wish you told, looking back on it?
I don't, because you know everything happened for a reason, and I still solid on that. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, that's one of my principles. You know what I mean? Like, I knew what I signed up for. I knew I got caught with a gun. I knew what I was doing, so I have to like pay the consequences. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to pay the consequences. I got to do what I got to do.
If you had a son and he was put in that position, what would you tell him to do?
I'll just tell him, son, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you chose to do and this is what you want to do, I'm going to be there to support you, make sure you got a lawyer. I'm going to make sure that you straight when you behind the wall. But if this is what you want to get into, then all right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be like, oh, son, do the right thing and tell, you know what I'm saying? Because by him telling and then him being released, he could potentially be killed. He become a victim.
Why do you think people in your position, people in general that go to prison, don't think about the heartbreak they caused the parent until afterwards? Like now you could clearly see you're visibly upset about the pain you caused your mom, but you didn't think about it before you committed the action.
It took time. It took time. It took time to sit in that cell, 4 walls, doors locked, CO telling you everything. Yo, CO, pop my door. It's like you deprived of everything. Like you at your lowest when you're in prison. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang, I can't do this. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I did back-to-back bids, so it wore heavy on me. Like, it really wore heavy on me to the point where I was like, yo, I'm tired of this. Like, yo, I'm tired of this. I can't keep going through this. Like, put my mom through this. I missed her 50th birthday. You know what I'm saying? She done turned 51, 52. Like, I'm missing, like, real time. You know what I'm saying? And I was locked up during the pandemic. So a lot of people was dying during the pandemic. People was getting sick, catching COVID. And it's like, you don't know if you're going to see people when they come home. So that was a real eye-opener for me, just knowing, like, yo, I gotta make sure I do what I gotta do to be there when it's their time to go. You know what I'm saying?
Did they give you bail when you were 16 at the
No,
after that
I
charge?
didn't have bail. They detained me. They held me. I was in juvenile for about 90 days. I was in juvenile for like 3 months, 90 days, and then they gave me house arrest. So I was on house arrest for a year.
What was that experience like at juvenile detention in New Jersey?
It was fun. Looking back, like, it was fun because all your boys there. You know what I'm saying? It was like a playground. You know how they say, like, jail could be a wise man college or a fool's playground. Being young at that age, going through it, and really active in gang, you know, it was fun. Like, all your boys there, you meeting new people from all over Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Or he from here, he from there. So it's like, oh, all right, connected. But it was a phase still.
Are there gang rivalries in juvenile detention?
Yeah, it is. But it's more like cities. So, like, this city don't mess with that city, this town don't mess with that town, or this block don't mess with that block. So it changed. But yeah, it's still like, as far as like juveniles, they still like going crazy with the gang thing.
Now, was the house arrest a part of your sentence or just pre-trial?
It was pre-trial. I believe probably was part of my sentence too at the time. I know once I completed it, I was off. I did they gave me a year on it. I ended up doing 10 months. I completed it right then and there. Where I reside at, actually where I caught the gun charge at, that's just where I was on house arrest at. So I completed it.
And were you able to go to school or no?
Yeah, I was able to go to school, but I ended up getting kicked out of school. And it was over after that.
Why'd you get kicked out of school, for the gun or?
No, I got kicked out of school for fighting. Fighting rivals from Asbury. I used to just go to school just to fight, like big fights. Like, it was just like 10 on 10 people fighting, 7 on 7 people fighting. We was having like real riots, like fighting in prison.
All gang related?
Yeah, like street gang stuff. Young growing up, it was street gang related. We were just going to fight.
And was the school safe, or is this like outside of school, or?
It was some was inside of school, some was outside of school. So I guess you could say it was safe, but some was in school, some was outside of school, the fights.
It's so crazy to think like two people could be growing up in the same time period and be an hour and a half away from each other and have completely different lives.
Yeah.
Like, you know, growing up in Danbury, going to Danbury High School, there was no like gang fights or even fights of that nature. You had your occasional like city rivalry, but nothing to that level.
Yeah, because it's small. Like I said, like, it's small where we come from. So like, you could be beefing with somebody on the next block over, and that's how small it is. But yeah, that show you how dangerous that city is. You know what I'm saying? When like Asbury Park, it's like top 5 and like the worst cities in New Jersey.
So doing that 10 months at home confinement, are you thinking, man, I don't ever want to get in trouble again, or what's your mindset?
No, I was still indulged. You know, like, the guys used to come over to the house. I'm on house arrest. They used to come over, check me out. You know what I'm saying? We chilling, smoking. I mean, I was still in it. Like, I just felt good to be home, but I was still like in it.
Your mom didn't want to like forbid them from the house or keep you away?
Yeah, she did. She did the best she could. She used to like always get on me, like, oh, tell them stop coming over here. But this is where they always at. Like, not even my house. It's like my apartment. Like, they was just like always over there. You know what I'm saying? So she really tried her hardest to get me away, but I just wouldn't go away.
You ever try to sneak off a house arrest?
Nah, I didn't, because everything was coming to me. Like, where I was at, we got at the corner store. The girls was coming to me. Like, everything was coming to me. Whatever I needed was just like coming to me. So it wasn't no need to ever like try to cut it or run.
Did you figure out like what your radius was? Like how far you could go? Like,
yeah, maybe? I did. I tried them. I walked down the street a little bit to see like would it go off. It never went off because like we like in a complex. So I could walk a certain distance in the complex and still be in that perimeter. So yeah.
You ever watch that movie Disturbia, Shia LaBeouf?
No, I haven't seen it.
He has the ankle monitor on for the summer, and then he's got, like, puts like the flags outside his house to know the perimeter he could go to. It's a good movie. You should see it because his neighbor ends up being a serial killer. Oh yeah. And he has to like keep violating his house arrest to go like stop him. It's crazy.
Man, I gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's a good flick.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
So after that, you get off house arrest. What happens?
After I get off house arrest, I got caught up again. Dude, that was 2011. 2011, I ended up getting off. 2011, another one of my friends died. And I was just out there. I still was just like active, still like, still running around, still like indulging into everything like, nothing ever happened.
And then what happens?
I ended up getting locked up 2014 for 2 guns. I got caught with 2 guns in 2014.
How old were you then?
I was, 18 then?
18 years old.
Yeah. So 2014 was my first time in county jail.
How do you get caught with these guns? What was the case?
The case with the 2 guns that I had got caught with, I was in my car. We was at a house party, and I pull up to the house party. I park. I get out. I go to the party. I go inside because they were searching at the party. So when I went to go walk inside the party, the person, his dad was searching people that was coming into the backyard. Came in regular. All right, we chilling back there, drinking, smoking, partying. I come out the party, and the detectives is leaning up on my car. So when I'm coming out, I hear people saying like, yo, why the police on your car? Yo, I'm like, wait, what? I look, they're like leaning on my car, like they're on it. There's 3 detectives. So I walk up and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Yo, why y'all on my car? They like, nah, we got a tip, anonymous tip saying that it's guns in his trunk and this car not going nowhere. So I'm like, wait, what? Now I'm trying to get out of there. I'm getting ready to abandon this car. Don't know what they talking about. It's not in my name. The car is in my dad's name. He been in prison before. He has a record. Now it's getting crazy. So I'm forced to stay now because 9 out of 10, they're going to get a warrant. They're going to get inside this car and they're going to find these guns that's in the trunk, 2 loaded handguns in the trunk. I can't let my dad go to jail. He's the breadwinner of the family. He's the one that makes sure that we all eat. You know what I'm saying? 18 years, I'm like 19 years old. No, I'm getting ready to go to the county. I'm upset. I stayed there. Got the warrant, went inside the car. They popped the trunk. They found 2 guns. I sat right there and watched them. Put the handcuffs on me, sent me off.
Who do you think tipped them off?
I don't know, bro. Still to this day, I don't know.
There was no discovery or anything?
No, it was a lot of people out there. This was a house party, and there was a lot of cars parked out there. I don't know, like, where they got it from. I never seen no discovery on it saying that anonymous tip said anything, no witnesses on anything. And I ended up pleading out to a fight with the 42.
No, it had to have been someone that was in the car with you coming to the party, right?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say the ones close to you be the ones who the most to you. So it's like, I don't really know. And I'm upset at myself because it could have been a girl. It could have been someone I was in the car with. Like, I don't know what made, like, maybe they was lying. They could have been lying and still got a proper arrest.
Were your fingerprints on the gun? Like, how they traced it to you?
No,
so
it wasn't.
You got busted just for having them in your car.
Yeah, and I wasn't even in possession of these weapons. Like, that's crazy. Like, and I also learned 3rd-degree constructive possession. I started getting into the law library, learning cases. Like, you know what I'm saying? I started figuring it out. That is called constructive possession. I'm in A. The guns was found in B. I'm in A. I'm not even in B. So how can I be charged with something that's in B? You know what I'm saying? So that was constructive possession. I ended up learning that later down the line. But at that moment, I ended up, I had to have bails. This when New Jersey had bails. This is 2014. They set my bail at $500,000. That is the 8th Amendment, excessive bail.
That's a lot of money.
Bro, that's a lot of money, bro. For 2 handguns, we talking about just possession.
Were those guns used for any crimes?
No. They wasn't linked to no crimes. They wasn't linked to no shootings or nothing.
Serial number scratched or no?
I think so. One of them probably had the serial number scratched off. Really not sure, but one of them probably did. But they set my bail at $500,000. That is too much. That is, in that bracket, $500,000 to $1 million is attempted murder, arson, rape. It's in them categories. Them is violent crimes. I had a non-violent crime, just simple possession.
It's probably the fact you're a gang member, your dad, a mix of everything.
Yeah, so they sat it there. I sat in the county for about 6 months. Waiting for them to drop it, waiting for the bail to get reducted. They end up dropping it down to $250,000, which is still a lot. $250,000. I end up getting about 4 co-signers and paying $8,000 and got released thanks to my father. My father paid the bail and got the co-signers from family members, and I was released.
So it's less than 10% you have to put up?
I think it was about 10% or something. They ended up working something out at the time. I didn't understand, but I knew I was being released. Yeah, I just knew I was being released. I'm like, all right, the bail was set. It came down on it, and they came and got me.
What was your first time in county jail like? Because this is way different than juvenile
Yeah,
detention.
It was more intense. You're around older guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys got time in. You know what I'm saying? And it's more mature. You know what I'm saying? There's none of that kid stuff, that little rah-rah stuff. It's more structure. You know what I'm saying? Being around older guys in prison, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's structure. They don't play around. It's like, it's real strict. So you just got to fall in line. They taught me how to, like, when I go to brushing my teeth, like spit in the toilet, little stuff like that. You got to pay attention to details. When you pissing, make sure you flushing the toilet at the same time, because your bunkie might not want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to hear what's going on. So you flushing while you pissing, you brush your teeth, you don't spit in the sink at all. You spit in the toilet, you know what I'm saying? So it's like little stuff like that. You got to pay attention to details. And I was able to learn that. And, other stuff like how to play casino, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, and chess, learning all that type of stuff. So it was like a learning experience for me.
When I got out of prison, one of the first things I did was adopt my dog Boone from the Dawes Animal Welfare Society. And honestly, that moment changed my life. He was my reminder that second chances are real. Then, just over a month ago, I brought home Bella, our new studio pup, also from Dawes, and she's been nothing but love, energy, and personality ever since. Dawes gave both of them a chance, and right now they're giving all of us a chance to help more animals just like them. From now until December 15th, a foundation is matching every single donation, dollar for dollar, up to $15,000. That means whatever you give instantly doubles. Twice the food, twice the medical care, twice the second chances. And it gets even better. If you sign up to be a monthly donor, that same foundation will give Dawes an extra $100 for every new monthly supporter, up to $5,000 total. That means your $20 a month could unlock another $100 gift for the shelter. So if you've ever thought about giving back, this is the moment. This is your opportunity. Whether it's a one-time donation or a small monthly commitment, you're helping save lives. You're helping the next Bella or Boone find their home. Go to dawes.org or hit the link in the description of this episode to donate. Let's give these animals the second chances they deserve, because sometimes saving them ends up saving us too. Casino is the 4-card poker, like where you're facing each other. Is that casino or no?
Oh, casino is when you dealing the cards and you got, how many people in casino? It's three people. You could play up to 3 people in casino, and that's when each person get a card, and it's like you playing spades.
Oh, I love spades.
Yeah, you like spades?
Yeah, dude. I've been looking for people to play with.
Oh, yeah, we might can get a game in.
Yeah, I love spades, man. I got to brush up on the memories. I was trying to remember how to play one-person spades, like how the cards get cut and stuff.
Yeah.
We've done like a few skits with it and stuff. But
yeah, 2 people could play spades.
Yeah, but you have to like deal the deck a certain way, I think,
Yeah,
right?
but like when you get the cards, you sit the cards down, one person pick a card. If he like it, he keep it. And then the next person pick a card. If he don't like it, he sit it down, and then he pick up that other card. He can't not take the second card.
Yeah.
So either you're gonna take the first card that you see. If you don't like it, sit it to the side. But the second card, you have to take it until all the deck is done, and then you play.
Were you guys playing
spades.
4, 5, 6 out there?
4, 5, 6.
CeeLo?
Yeah.
I was cracking guys.
Yeah,
at CeeLo.
that's crazy.
I was the only white boy playing CeeLo.
Oh yeah,
it was
4,
fun.
5,
man.
6. Yeah, head crack.
Yeah.
All the numbers still the same. 111 333 666. That's an automatic win.
I heard that's a big.
That's trips.
A big
Trips you
streak
double.
game, right? A big.
Yeah,
streak
it
game.
is, bro. Yeah, people got hurt behind that.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard some crazy stories.
A lot of people got hurt behind that, bro. That's serious, bro.
Or do people still play like spades out on the street too? Or?
Yeah. The people still play spades.
I gotta come out to a spades game.
Yeah. You'll go to like I said, like a little gathering, a little house party or something. Nothing too crazy, like a nice little vibe.
Yeah.
They playing spades. They playing cutthroat. You know how to play cutthroat?
No, I never.
That's like
learned
by
that.
yourself. So
I've seen it, but I haven't played
Yeah,
it.
you like it's spades, but you by yourself. You collect your own books.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the other? Some people play with bags or sandbags and no bags.
Well, what's
like
that?
there's like a terminology where like if you overbid, I think it's like I forgot. There's a different way to play spades too. And then pinochle was a big one.
Yeah, pinochle. That's the one with like all the face cards. I see like a lot of old heads play that. They take it very serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen someone get like, I got messed up bad over that, bro. Bad.
Tell us that story.
Nah. I see some old heads. They sitting there. It's like 3 of them. They over there. They playing. I hear them arguing. They like going back and forth arguing. Like I'm watching TV. I'm watching Sports Center. playing no game. I ain't paying no attention to it, but it got intense. And anything in prison, when you know you're in jail, anything get intense, your focus goes straight there. You waiting to see what happened next. You know what I'm saying? There'd be a lot of talk. We waiting to see what happened next. So next thing you know, the game was over. One of the guys threw the cards. That's a big no. That's already a sign of aggression. He threw the cards, and I'm watching. He went to his room. The person came behind him and locked the door. Went in there, locked the door. You just hear him hollering and screaming, CO, banging on the door, trying to get out. He was in there punishing him, bro. Man, blood everywhere, bro. He ain't like stab him or nothing, but he was punching on him with his hands, like split right here, like looking crazy, like, man, blood on the floor. The CO opened the door, bust out, hit the code. All the officers start running in the unit. He was in there. He almost killed him.
Now in New Jersey County Jail, how are the gangs operate in there? What's that like politically?
They separated, so they got a chance to, like, you know, I played the big part in when it came to like the county jail, like how the county jail operate now. It's like at one moment, because the jail was kind of like so big, like if you on a unit, like hypothetically speaking, the unit was like H1. So like if you're on H1 and a code go off on H1, but a code don't go off on I1, they don't lock I1 down, but H1 get locked down where the code get let off at. Now, what they do is they lock everything down now, all at one movement. At first, they wasn't doing that. But when it comes to the gangs, to answer your question, when it comes to like the gangs, they try to keep all the gangs on one unit. So if you Crip, you go where the Crips at. If you Blood, you go where the Bloods at. If you Mexican, MS-13, you going over there where they at, so they could try to control it. But they can't control the movement, like the movement of when people go into certain places, law library, rec. Like when guys is like moving, it's hard for them like to control it. So they try to figure out when to do certain moves because they don't want to interact certain gangs with certain gangs.
There wasn't any OGs in there pulling up to you and saying like, "Hey man, you don't want this for your life. You know, you're young, you got a future out of you."
Yeah, nah, it wasn't. It wasn't like really no guidance in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like the OGs, don't nobody like at my age, the younger me, I didn't respect the OG. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's pride, arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Not want to listen, being hard-headed. Like man, get out of here, old head. Man, who you talking to? Man, we run this. This is what we do. We gonna do what we want when we want. You know what I'm saying? So it's like little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Being young-minded and not being open-minded at the time. So and that's what it was. And they don't really be guiding. Like a lot of the older people, like they don't really guide. You know what I'm saying? They don't really get out there to really like. But I know why they don't, because the younger generation don't respect them. And this was going on till today.
So you get bail. How long are you on bail before sentencing?
I was out on bail. I end up getting out like the end of 2024. Because when I got locked up was June of 2024. It was like the summer was just getting ready to hit. And
Are you sure 2024?
Oh no, I'm bugging. I'm bugging,
yeah,
bro.
this is
2014.
Okay, that makes sense.
So 2014 was when I caught the gun charges. And that was June 2014. I ended up coming home like the end of 2014. Okay. So the end of 2014, I ended up coming home and I was out on bail, chilling, trying to stay focused, chilling. My cousin passed away. My first cousin. Yeah, rest in peace to Star. My first cousin ended up passing away. He passed away June 2015. And I was still out on bail. I ended up going back to jail. I caught a terroristic threat charge. I caught a terroristic threat charge, and I went back to jail April of 2015.
Why do you think death was always a proponent for you getting into trouble? If you look at your history, every time someone died around you. Yeah,
it was like I never questioned it. You know what I'm saying? I just always went along with it. You know what I'm saying? I never really like questioned when like somebody passed away. It's like, dang, like I get numb. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be hard to explain sometimes because like a lot of times I be in my head about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just now starting to open up and talk about certain things that I never really talked about. So now that I'm opening up now and I'm able to tell my story and tell people the things that I've been through, I'm starting to be like, feel like good about it. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, life is too short. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin passed away, and that was like a big one for me. Like, yeah, and that was a big one for me. He died January 2015. I ended up going back to jail. I had violated the bail thing. I caught another charge, terroristic threat. That was like April of 2015, and I went down. I never came back home since April of 2015.
What was that charge about? What's a terroristic
That was
threat?
what the terroristic threat. Yeah. The terroristic threat was it was petty, man. Someone lied. You know what I'm saying? And I had a record already, so they already wanted me. Somebody said that I said something that I didn't say, but someone else said it, and they knew that the someone else said something, but they put it on me. I had the record. They was already on me. They wanted to detain me anyway for being out on bail. And I had a warrant for my arrest. Police pulled me over in the car. They locked me up.
Do you think that you never would have got prison time had you not caught that new charge on bail? Or do you think you would have served prison time?
No, I'd still serve prison time because it's like gun charge is like mandatory in Jersey. Like you got a gun charge and you don't go to jail, you're like suspect.
You're lucky it didn't become federal.
Yeah, I know. And I think, I thank God that, a lot of my charges didn't become federal because I ended up getting after that, I ended up getting caught with 2 more guns.
Crazy, man. You like your guns.
Yeah,
or you did like your guns.
Yeah, it's like sometimes I feel like I'm the black sheep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I feel like, dang, why me? Why me? Why me? But everything that I've been through in my life, like everything, I always stood tall on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I accepted it. Like, some people live in misery. I never been that type of guy to complain about anything and live in misery. Like I accept everything that came with my life because it made me a better me.
So how much time did they end up giving you for those cases combined?
So in 2015, when I went down, I did a 5 with a 42. So I ended up coming home October 1st, 2019. I did 4.5 years.
So what's 5 and a 42 mean?
5 and a 42 mean your max is 5 years and you have to do 42 months and eligible to see parole. That is your stip. Your stip is 42 months. So you have to at least serve 42 months in prison in order for them to consider you to be, all right, we're going to give you parole or we might hit you. But the most you can do is 5 years.
So that's like, what, 60% about?
Yeah.
65%?
Yeah, so the 5 is like your back number. If you it's your leeway if you get in trouble or they feel as though you're not ready, they able to hold you up to 5 years.
How did you feel about getting a sentence that long at that age?
That was like what everyone was getting. So it was like, I wouldn't say it was cool, but it's like, I go to court with somebody, they got a gun charge, and I'll be like, yo, what they give you? You got sentenced today? Yeah, I got sentenced. What you get? Yo, I got a 5 with a 42. Oh, yeah, I got the same thing. So it was like, oh, all right, we got 5 with a 42s, but we know how much time we got to do. We got to do at least 42 months in order to be eligible for parole.
Yeah, when I was in pretrial detention after I got my bond revoked, guys are cheering over 5 pieces, like about other drug charges, gun charges. They're like happy, I guess because that's on the lower end. It's nuts.
It's considered to what the feds be doing, right?
I was in the feds. Yeah, they were giving 5. I mean, they give it out left and right, 5, 10, 15. It's nuts. The whole sentencing is nuts.
Yeah, man.
So you get to New Jersey State Prison. Where do they send you? Medium, low, high?
No, I went to so they don't have stuff like that. They just got like different state prisons. So I went to Yardsville, which was like a youth correction facility at the time. Like I went to Yardsville. So Yardsville was like where all the young wild people were at. You got them all over from like Patterson, Newark, Camden, Jersey City, like all these different big cities. It's just like a mass of just different people, you know what I'm saying, from all over Jersey. And went there, started like meeting different people. It was like my first experience really like in prison. So I'm like, yo, I'm in prison. Like I'm downstate now. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? This is what all the stories I've been hearing from people that went to prison before, and they was telling me the stories. Everything is starting to add up. I'm like, oh, all right, I see what's going on and stuff like that. So, I would just going through the motion. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay focused and go through the motion. I ended up going to lockup. Like, I ended up getting an STG gang charge. So that's a security threat gang charge. I ended up getting a gang charge randomly. Like, when I say randomly, I never expected this to happen. Right after lunchtime, officers come to my door, lieutenant, sergeant knocking on my door. They got my face sheet in their hand. And they like, step out with your hands interlocked behind your head, step back. I'm like, yo, what's going on? But at this time, you can't talk to nobody. You just got to do what they say. Came out, put my hands behind my head. They cuffed me, walked me to lockup. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, y'all ain't even like giving me no explanation or nothing. Y'all ain't even saying anything. Like, y'all just came and got me. What's going on? Like 3 days later, I sat in lockup. 3 days later, because they got up to 72 hours. And I read that inside, like, the grievance thing. They had about 72 hours to bring you your charges, to let you know what you're being charged with. And it was an STG gang charge. And I was like, I ain't like, but then coming to find out, other guys that was back there, they did like a whole little gang sweep of people that was in Yardsville prison. I just happened to be one of them that was put in. And I'm like, all right. So I went to lockup for 6 months, 180 days. That was like one of the worst times of my life.
That's the shoe?
Huh?
Is that the shoe?
That's the shoe.
So what was that like?
Serious. The shoe, shower every other day, phone once a week, canteen once a month. You only get to order $15. Like, you at your lowest, bro. You like, you dehumanized. Like, you ain't even like, they not even like checking on you, nothing. They don't like care about you. They just leave you back there. You just got to do your days. And they gave me 6 months, 180 days. Out of 180 days, I did 177 days.
Would they let you out a few days early?
Yeah. Like, I was like, yo, like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I had a visit once a month. My mom came and see me. Commissary was once a month. Phone was once a week. Shower every other day. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was hard. It was hard.
So in that moment, are you reconsidering gang life in general?
Nah, I still was in it. You know, I still was in it. Like, I'm still seeing people that I know. I'm networking with people from different cities. I'm still in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing guys from around my way, from my neighborhood. They coming back there. So I was like still in it. So I ended up getting, fast forward, I ended up getting released from out of there. And I went to another jail, which is called Bordentown.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so Bordentown was right next to Yardsville. They like share like the same perimeter. And I went to Bordentown. I got out, I was focused. I got my GED. 2017.
And did you do the rest of your sentence there, or you got kicked out of there?
Yeah, I did the rest of my sentence there in Bordentown. Got out, focused, got my GED. I went to the camps. That's when you wear the orange. I went to the camps. And from the camps, I went to the halfway house and I was released October 1st, 2019.
At the camps, do they send you on like the highway patrol?
Yeah. So that's like highway detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a highway detail job. You out there picking up trash.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do people stop and
Yeah, people stop. They blow the horns. You might get a girl ride past and flash you. Like, oh my God, free you. And just like show you something real fast. You like, wait, oh, you seen that, bro?
Does anyone like throw out food to you or anything?
Yeah, like everything. They throw out like cigarettes. like, hun, like take this. Like, just hopefully the officer not watching or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
That's
that'd be going on, bro, because I guess like they understand, I guess. Like, oh, look at them in orange, but they locked up. Like, and probably throw a pack of cigarettes out the window, like, free you.
What are the camps like in the state prison? We always hear about the Fed ones. But...
Yeah, the camps, it's pretty laid back. Everybody got a job. Everybody's assigned a job in the camps. It's laid back. You're just waiting to go to the halfway house. My experience in it was just regular, chilling, every day going to work, working out, eating, and the days just flying. And then next thing you know, once you approve, you'll go to a halfway house.
What was your game plan when you were getting out that time? When you
at that time?
Yeah.
Just felt like I knew it all. I just felt like I knew it all. I was like, all right, I'm ready. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm ready now. All right, go home. It's time to make it count. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to do right. And I just felt like I knew it all at that moment. But then I didn't, because once you like actively get out there, it's like everything dawned back on you. Like, you back into reality. Like, you back into reality. You have to really make it count. You know what I'm saying?
Were you planning to step away from gangs at that point?
Not really. I wasn't at that moment. Coming home 2019, I wasn't. It still was like active, still going on. Like going around, but it wasn't like intense how it was when I was 16. You know what I'm saying? Or like growing up from that part, like it was still going on, but it wasn't as severe how it was back then. So when I had came home, it was like kind of like died down. Wasn't nothing really like pretty much really going on in 2019.
When you get out of prison, you're gang affiliated. How do you get like brought up to speed of everything that's been going on the last few years in that same neighborhood?
Yeah, just from people letting you know what's going on. It's either like you keeping the contact while you inside, getting the information to know what's going on, or like soon as you get home, they'll put you in and to like fill you in on what it is that you miss, who the new people, because there's always new faces. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's always new faces. So they like bringing you in, they putting you up to date, telling you like, yo, yeah, look, this is going on, and all right. And just try to like, fill you in.
Do they hold you down when you're in prison?
Nah. And that's one of like, the downsides of it, because it's like only a few, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only speaking from my experience. Like some of my guys, like they'll hold it down, but I learned that you can't expect everybody to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Because life still goes on when you're in jail. You know what I'm saying? Even though like all the stuff that you have did for people while you was out, whether it was like help them out financially, or like you settled the beef for them, or if something happened to them and you did something to the person that happened to them, like you expecting that person to be there for you when you're incarcerated. But eventually when you get incarcerated, they tend to forget about you. And yeah.
What about when you get out? Do they hold you down then, give you a care package or anything?
Yeah, very few do, but I try not to look forward to it. If it happens, it happens. Like if it happens, like if I see somebody be like, oh, yo, yeah, I miss you, yo, give you $300 out their pocket. Like, yo, man, take this, yo. I'm gonna hold you down, man. Make sure you all right. Good to see you home. Stay focused. But I don't look forward to it. But they, a lot of people expect that. Like coming home, they expect to get something from people that they did things for.
What was your dad's reaction to you coming home from that first sentence? Did he try to sit down with you and put you on a better path?
Yeah, he did. My dad did everything he could. He helped me get a car. I came home, got a car. I had got a job. I was focused. He was there to assist me in anything I needed help with. I was doing good. I really was actually doing good, just trying to like stay focused, stay on that straight and narrow path. And then, one thing led to another. Something went down, and then I landed back in jail for 6 years.
How'd you end up back in prison?
So I ended up going back to prison for 2 guns. It was a shootout in one of my neighborhoods. Rest in peace to my friend. My friend died that night. He ended up getting killed, and I ended up getting locked up 4 hours later after the homicide. The police had pulled me over in my BMW, and they found two guns. And one of the guns that was from the crime scene, was the shell casings was in the car. So I was linked to the shooting.
So did they get you with attempted murder?
Yeah.
Or is it actual murder because he died, or is
no? So
accessory to murder?
Yeah, I was charged with an attempt murder at first, but then the charge ended up getting dismissed because 2 witnesses that I had telling on me, they both passed away. That was big.
Were your parents sick when they found out you got arrested again?
Yeah, they was. They was upset at me.
And how are you feeling? You've just rebuilt your life. You got your car. You got a job. Things are going well.
I felt like I let the people down that love me the most. So the people that want to see me win, the people that wanted me to be great, I felt like I let them down at that moment with me getting locked back up all over again. On top of that, losing one of my close friends that very same night.
Why do you think you needed to be there that night?
I was there just to be there. You know what I'm saying? I was just like out there just to be out there. Dice game, bro. But I don't roll dice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into it, but this is what the newspaper, this is what the Discovery say. So if this the narrative that they're painting, so they're talking about it was being a dice game happened, one thing led to another, and someone died.
How old are you during that second arrest?
20? No, 21. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I know jail took my whole 20, so I was probably like, I got locked up. I was 24. Because I just got released when 2019. I was 24 and 19, and then now I'm 31, so I just did 6 years. So I was 24. Age.
Yeah. I'm 30, but about the same age.
Yeah, and but jail took my whole 20s, and a lot of stuff happened so fast. Like it'd be hard to remember sometimes because a lot has happened. But I knew that jail ended up taking my whole 20s, like in a flash, just from back-to-back bids.
Literally a flash.
Yeah, word.
So you got arrested for that shooting. You're back in county jail?
Yeah.
Fighting the charges?
Yeah, back in the county jail.
No bail this time?
They detained me. This in New Jersey. They didn't have any bails. I got detained, of course. I got an intense record with handguns. They detained me. I sat in the county jail for 3.5 years fighting my charge.
3.5 years?
3.5 years. I sat in the county jail fighting my charge.
Why did it take so long?
Because it was linked to a murder. So the guys that they did have charged with the murder, we was like all together as far as like co-defendants. The case got superseded, so we're like co-defendants now. And it was like a waiting game. Like we'd go to court, postpone. And in New Jersey, they got a habit of doing that. I seen it happen with like many cases where you got an intense case and you'll go to court, they just postpone it. Like they just asking for like more time. Like, and it's like it become normal for them to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I sat in the county for 3.5 years just fighting my case. I had a great lawyer. At this moment, you know, I was feeling comfortable. I felt like, you know, everything was doing good. Everything was going all right in the case, which it was, you know what I'm saying? And then just to get the news where I had 2 people telling on me and which had led me to get the attempted murder charge. Now that they had passed away to natural causes, it's like I'm just stuck with a gun charge because the attempted murder had got dropped. So I was blessed at that moment in my life when I realized that. I was like, I know God got a plan for me. I knew that, like, it was just more to it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's no coincidence, you know what I'm saying? It's no coincidence. It's like, I knew I had a second chance at doing something right this time. And once I got sentenced on that case, these gun charges, and then coming home now, this is where I'm at.
Was there a chance you would have got off if those individuals never told on you?
I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you right now if they would still be alive because, you know, going to trial and then, you know, rolling the dice, just, you know, taking that chance. But they was coming with some pretty extensive numbers due to my background and everything that I've been through. They was already like, they was on me. They was on me already. So they was trying to give me some serious time.
Did you prefer the county or the actual state prison?
The county was like all my boys there. It was like, once again, it was fun. Everyone from the neighborhood in there. We all on one unit. You know what I'm saying? But when you get down to prison and you outside your comfort zone, meaning so many different people from different walks of life in different cities of Jersey, it's like you got to be more strict. You got to be more on point. But the county, it was cool.
So what was this sentence? How long did they give you?
They gave me a 9 with a 4.5 month stip. So 4.5 year stip. So I had to serve at least 48 months in order to see parole.
And it sounds like by the math that you actually were able to see parole at that point.
Yes,
48 months.
Yeah, but I ended up getting hit also. They gave me an 18-month hit on top of that. So altogether, I served 72 months. I did 72 months. I did 6 years.
Now, you went into this sentence with a different mindset, you were saying?
More mature, more focused, more like it was like I knew my growth, you know what I'm saying? And after this one right here, like I realized like my potential, my growth, my worth, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, it was to the point where I when that sentencing, I wrote a letter and I got up to speak in front of the judge and everybody because I was tired of being that kid where you go upstairs in the courtroom, you get nervous and you don't be talking. You just let them say everything and they be telling lies. You know what I'm saying? They get up there, they get inside that, they writing the transcript down, and the stuff they saying is not true. This is not who you are. It's just what they have on paper. So I told myself, I'm like, yo, at sentencing, when I get up here, I gotta speak. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute to write it, but I had to break that ice. And that was big for me.
Were you staying away from prison violence, gang activity, that second bid?
No, I was still in it due to the fact that I lost my close friend that same night. So the people that had something to do with my friend, I was angry, upset, in prison, and I was trying to fight everyone and everybody.
Give us one of those fight stories from
your
prison
I'm undefeated.
Undefeated?
I'm undefeated. Yeah, I'm undefeated in there, man. Dang, I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna take you out there by the riot. We had a riot, first Monmouth County riot ever. And like they separate like the units. So we have like one unit, a rec yard, and another unit. But this rec yard, both units get to use it at different times. So it'll be like in the morning, this unit have the yard, and then in the afternoon, the next unit have the yard. One day, So they have us next to these guys that we do not like at all. So it's like all Crips on one unit, all Bloods on another unit. And every day we got to see each other through the glass. Niggas is sticking up middle fingers, going off, arguing through the glass, everything. This one particular day, when we came outside for the rec yard, their door was unlocked. Their door was unlocked when we came out. It was over after that. Once we realized the door was open, we all got together. We all got ready. It was about 14 of us. Everyone ran next door. It was crazy.
You think that was intentional, or?
I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know. I don't know how that door ended up being open, but it was open. We got an opportunity that we've been waiting for a long time.
And are you guys just using fists or their weapons?
Yeah, okay. It was all fists. We all went over there. There wasn't no weapons or anything. Everybody went over there, fists. We went over there. And it was over, man. Tables being flipped, trash cans being thrown, microwaves, everything. It was just crazy. It was a riot. We had a like real riot.
What happened to you guys after that riot?
Everyone went to lock up. COs came through, macing people. People got maced. They went back, ran the cameras back, seen everybody that was involved. Everyone went to lock up. And we got street charges, like 4th degree rioting or something.
Oh, they hit you with street charges?
Yeah, we got street charges.
So did you get extra time or they dropped it?
It dropped it. It like ran concurrent because the real charge override that. So it's like it ran concurrent inside. So I wasn't tripping about it. I actually was excited because this was the opportunity that I was waiting for a long time to happen, to go next door to fight them. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened. So I don't regret any of that. Actually, I don't regret anything in my life because it made me a better me. So everything that I've been through, like now, like where my mind at now, when it comes to like the youth, the younger generation, I try to guide them the best as possible because at a young age, I've seen a lot. I have done a lot. So, you know, I just want to be there to like, you know, guide them in certain ways.
So this last prison sentence, when you get to the end of it, what's your mindset before you get out? And how does it differ from when you got out the first time? Yeah, this time it was like, it's no more like, back to what my dad said, it's time to break the rearview mirror. And he also told me that again. He like, son, said, I know what you gonna do when you get out here, man, but they used to hear it in my voice. Like when I used to talk to my mom and dad on the phone and I'm talking to family members, they could hear the growth in my voice by the things I was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? By like, you know, when you in prison, somebody be like, yeah, man, I ain't going out there to mess with them. Come home, messing with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to tell somebody something in prison and then you just like contradict everything you said and go out there and fall right back into it. But for me this time around, I knew my worth. I knew I couldn't give my energy to certain things and certain people anymore. I couldn't be in these certain areas anymore because I outgrew it. You know what I'm saying? I outgrew certain things that once was fun to me, once that I really used to like to do. So I was like, nah, I can't be doing that no more because I ain't regular. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset I got now moving forward to this point. Like a lot of people don't even see me. I don't like, you know, and that book came through for me, man, 48 Laws of Power. You know what I'm saying? I studied it in lockup. I studied it, kept going over it. You know what I'm saying? And just always just trying to like figure out different ways to, you know, just stay grounded. What was an inmate you encountered over the course of that prison sentence that really kind of resonated with you, his story and advice he gave you?
It was an older head. It was an older guy. So when I got to prison, I started surrounding myself around older people that had time. And one old head that I was talking to, he had 30 years and I was 30 at the time. I'm like, you got my whole life in. And he's talking to me like we bonded. We having a real relationship, like a real conversation. And he like, yo. So I'm like, dang it. Then I met another one that had like 23 in. Another one that had 27 in. And I used to be looking at them. And I used to be just studying them, like listening to the things they saying. And I'm like, yeah, man, this ain't it. Like, nah, this ain't it, man. Like, I got friends right now to this day that's not coming home. Like, they waiting for an appeal. They down Trenton State Prison, but like people that I grew up with, like that I was like used to eat with, everything. And it's like, dang, they got life. I easily could have got life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so after like speaking and building with like older men and getting the wisdom from them, it was like, yeah, man, it's time for a change. On top of everything that I used to talk to my mom and them about, but they used to know that, hearing it in my voice and things I used to say, they used to be like, yeah, nah, we know, like, especially my mom, and she like, yeah, I know. So like this time coming back around, like they seen it. I took action.
When you got out, did you renounce gang life?
Nah, I actually didn't, like, but I'm Muslim, so like a lot of people that I was just in prison with, they know I'm Muslim. Like the gang guys, they know I'm Muslim, so I be trying to like detach myself away from it in so many ways, but it's always coming back. It's like, what is it that a person got to do to really get away from it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how to like really get away from it. And sometimes I ask myself that. You know what I'm saying? I ask myself that sometimes, like, all right, because you can't do both in Islam. Being Muslim, you cannot be both. You know what I'm saying? And that's called a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, the gang life is watered down. Like, meaning, like, it's no real love and loyalty in it anymore because people have friends that have friends that have friends. And also the back door is wide open. The back door is somebody doing something to you, close to you. Or the back door would be somebody that you cool with, but they cool with somebody you not cool with. You know what I'm saying? So like, how you gonna be my friend when you mess with this person that I don't mess with? But your friend could potentially backdoor you, set you up, and get the person that don't like you. So like when it comes to the gang stuff now in 2025, like what's going on now, it's like it's just watered down to the point like it ain't really no like love and loyalty there like how it was back then, if it ever really was. You know what I'm saying? So I try to like detach myself away from it in so many ways, but it's be like it be coming back.
Why is it so hard to detach? Like, why can't you just say, "Hey, I'm done. I'm not this anymore."
No, they know that. This was things that like they know, but we created like outside of like gang lifestyle, we created like a family. You know what I'm saying? And not in a negative way because you can still deal with somebody in a positive way. Now it's like I'm doing things for the community of Asbury right now, try to like put on, now I mean, whether we like feeding the homeless or sheltering the homeless or just simply doing community cleanup. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do stuff like that to show them now it's like, it's another way.
Do you feel like you've had to separate yourself from some people?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that was one of the biggest things that I had to do. You're going to outgrow some friends. And that was one of the things I had told myself while being in prison. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can love somebody from a distance. Being that like, yo, I love you, bro. Yeah, everything good is all love. We're not beefing or anything. We don't have to hang around every day. Like, I don't got to call you every day. You don't got to call me every day. We don't got to chill every day. But it's all love. It's all love. But sometimes you're going to outgrow old habits, old friendships. You know what I'm saying? And there's no need to hold on to dead weight. And that's one of the things I always remind myself, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of few like positive affirmation. I always tell myself like one day at a time, things like that. So it's like, all right, I mean, you the bro. Like, I mean, I love you, but I love you from a distance. We don't gotta hang together every day. You don't gotta call me when something happened to you, because I'm not that person. I used to be that person where I'm so loyal. I'm so loyal to the point where you will call me and you tell me somebody did something to you, and I'm like, yo, come on, let's go. Like, let's go right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I realized that being loyal to someone or something that's not loyal to you, you only hurting yourself. And you hurting your family also because they the ones that depend on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, I sacrificed so much with this gang shit. It never benefited me. Like, it never benefited me at all. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's what it really was for me. Like, it's like, man, it's over for it. You know what I'm saying? It's really over for it.
Do you have survivor's guilt at all?
Survivor's guilt?
Yeah, because a lot of your friends passed away along your journey.
Nah, I don't got no survivor's guilt. Like, I just know that, you know what I'm saying? Some things was wrong place, wrong time, and I probably died. I could have probably been dead if I ain't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Some of my friends that was out there that did pass away, like, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't go to jail, I'd probably be like downstate prison or something, or I probably would already had been dead if I felt like jail saved me also.
How do you view death now that you're older?
It's what come with the violence. Like, definitely what come with the violence. And like all my friends that passed away, like they was gang. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't really like die for nothing. You know, some people be like, oh yeah, he was a good kid, he died for nothing. But they was gang, so they ain't die for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's like pretty much what it was. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dang. Yeah, man. But you know, life goes on. So you gotta stay focused and try not to become a victim.
What did you get into for work when you got out of prison this last time?
Yeah,
I know you started your own business, but was there something in between to kind of keep you out of trouble?
Yeah, so one of my brothers, they work as a dumpster driver And he was like, yo, my job hiring, man, you want to dump the trash, this and that? I'm like, yeah, I'm already physically fit for it. I was like, I'm going to treat it like a workout. So I jumped on the back of the truck. He got me a job. I went to go holler at the boss, looked him right in his face like, look, man, I just came home from prison, man. Like, this is the opportunity I need right here, man. I love to be a part of your company. I want to work for you, man. I'm showing up every day. You ain't got to worry about me calling out. I'm coming to put in that work. And he looked, he seen the seriousness in my face. He said, man, you got the job. It was right then and there. And I've been doing that ever since.
And now you're starting to build your new business.
Yeah. So I got my Flash Fitness LLC, opened up the business, and I train clients on the side and stuff like that. And I also do like Instagram reels, showing different guys different workouts and just giving out different tips and stuff on how to build like fit and stay fit.
What advice would you give to someone that's getting out of prison and kind of wants to remove themselves from gang life and go on a different path?
Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Stop following what everybody's saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because a lot of people fear change. You don't have to fear change. Just figure it out what it is that you want to do and just try to get away. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, move with a purpose, because it's easy to go back. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to get caught up. They don't really love you. You already know that. You went to jail. None of the bros held you down. Nobody was there for you. They left you there. You come back home. You go back into it. The fool is you.
What advice would you give your teenage self before you ever joined a gang? What would you say to him?
Dang, why were you a follower? You know what I'm saying? Why you was following? You know what I'm saying? When you were a great leader, like, why would you follow? You know what I'm saying? Just it wasn't for you, man. But it wasn't for you. I just tell him, man, you was a follower, man, but it wasn't for you. So that's about it.
How's your relationship with your parents now?
It's great. They love me, man. My parents, man, they been married for 17, 18 years. Happy I'm home, doing good, doing everything I said I was going to do. They proud of me. And I just want to be there for when it's all said and done, man. I said no more missing family birthdays, celebrations, and all type of stuff.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, Flash, I appreciate you coming on the show today, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
In, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for bringing the energy, and we'll have the link to your social media all in the description of this episode.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Keep staying on the right track, bro.
Nah,
you're doing your thing, man.
Yeah, this was big for me, man. I appreciate being here. First time in Connecticut. I love everything, man.
Yeah.
Locked in.
Locked in always.